The very first traumatic call that I can remember having was only about a week into my career as a volunteer firefighter.
I think if I had to classify, one sharp turn was a suicide in our department.
But as I look back, I know now that those things shaped everything that is so important to me as a firefighter.
And after doing everything right, everything went wrong.
Every day is a struggle. I mean, I'd lie if I said it wasn't a struggle.
We are taught to believe that we're superheroes and that that's kind of what's necessary to get through this career. The reality is every amazing thing ever done by a firefighter, whether it was super courageous or something that just didn't work out, was done by a human being. Illinois Firefighter Peer Support was created to give firefighters a place to go where it's safe to recognize that they're human.
I think if I had this 20 years ago, maybe things would be different for me.
This is going to hopefully pave the way to open up a chance to really chip away at the culture of the fire service, that alpha, male, dominated, tough guy thing that we need to let up on a little bit.
My name's Matt Olson. I'm the Executive Director of the Illinois Firefighter Peer Support. I'm also a full-time lieutenant with the Bolingbrook Fire Department, as well as the 4th District Vice President with the Associated Firefighters of Illinois. In many ways, our primary mission here with Illinois Firefighter Peer Support is to share the concept of peer support, to make sure that firefighters across Illinois know that we're here. We have Dr. Christy Mckiness, who's our clinical director, and Christy makes sure that the education that we produce is appropriate, that the things that we're teaching people are current, that the peer support we provide makes sense.
Throughout these last 15 years being in the field, I have continued to see the need to serve first responders, and I'm thrilled to be a part of this team to give back to the firefighter community for all that they do and to keep it safe for them. My name is Dr. Christy Mckiness, and I'm the Clinical Director for the Illinois Firefighter Peer Support Team. With the type of work that firefighters do, it's not uncommon that some of the things they see cumulatively in one day, civilians don't see in a lifetime. It's important to have the clinical component because there's so many pieces involved, such as suicidal behavior, if there's extensive substance abuse behavior, or chronic missing work behaviors, and that firefighter wants to seek a therapist. Myself and the other clinical consultant can certainly speak to any of those issues as they arise. And if there's other services that could benefit, such as group therapy or psychiatry services, then that therapist can certainly link them to those services if that's what's wanted.
Illinois being the state that it is, Illinois is a very long state, and it's very difficult to meet everybody's needs. So we divided Illinois Firefighter Peer Support up two ways, where we have a northern boundary and then a central and southern.
My name is Mary Robbins, and I'm a firefighter paramedic. Being the regional coordinator, I am the person that anybody can go to schedule classes, to help out with any of the two-day clinics that we provide. We're here for each other. It's called the Brotherhood. And we need to make each other available to one another, just make sure we're safe.
There's 1,001 ways to heal. And for firefighters in Illinois where faith is important, we embrace that.
My name is Tom Howard. I'm a peer supporter for Illinois Firefighter Peer Support. I'm also their faith coordinator. Being the faith coordinator means that anything that comes through our group that involves people of faith or that have faith-based issues, or just for whatever reason they want to have someone that has that behind them, we're there to support that need as well. Maybe they have questions of, well, I have this faith, but I also have this job, and sometimes they don't connect together like I think they should. Or maybe it's just, I want to talk to someone that I know what their foundation is. We're not here to push an agenda of faith on anybody. It's only there as an extra offering for those that may be looking for that.
Our spousal program became important to me when I met Colleen Murphy, who is the spouse of a firefighter. Colleen made it clear to me that the best person to understand a firefighter spouse is a firefighter spouse. And Colleen's expert in sharing my career from my wife's eyes.
My name is Colleen Murphy. I've been married to a firefighter going on 13 years, and I'm the spouse program coordinator. Matt and I teach classes at different departments that help educate and explain both sides of the job, how work life is affected by home life and how home life is affected by work. Spouse is oftentimes in the dark about what goes on at work. In an effort to protect his family, chooses not to bring work home. And that is a big part of the reason the relationships fall apart. The classes open up dialogue between the firefighter and the spouse. So tension starts pretty high, and then you could see halfway through the class, people start to relax and laugh a little because they recognize themselves in a lot of what we're saying.
The fire service has the ability to really get into your blood, and it's something that, if we're not careful, it's easy to make firefighter our identity. So when people leave this career, it can be challenging.
My name is Chuck Worley, retired. I'm in charge of the retirement group for the Illinois Firefighter Peer Support. Last year alone, out of 94 suicides across the country for firefighters and medics, 15% of our retirees, and within weeks of retirement, have committed suicide. But people that are not prepared to retire, it can be very difficult if they don't have kind of support. But if you're having issues with retirement as far as medical, not prepared to do anything anymore, just sit around the house, reach out to the Illinois Firefighter Peer Support. Give us your feedback, and let's try to make it better for the next generation of people.
For me, the most gratifying part about being a member of the peer support team is being able to tell my story and give hope to others.
It's been a very rewarding experience with the peer support, making it safe. We make it safe for our guys to talk.
And to be validated by another firefighter, I think, is very powerful.
If I know that a conversation saved my life, and I know that conversations can help normalize things for people that just don't feel normal, when I know that they are, why aren't we having those? And that's the essence of Illinois Firefighter Peer Support. You're not damaged, you're not weak, you're not lesser because your personal life became difficult, because the things you've seen and done in a career became difficult. That's just human nature. And when we realize that, we have to step outside that concept that we're superheroes and recognize, no, we're just people, and that sometimes people need a hand. We provide that for each other. If you're a firefighter who's struggling, please know that we understand, and it's okay. So when these things in your career and in your personal life become difficult, please don't try to challenge those things alone. Understand that there's people that understand you and that want to help. And if you're in a tough place, please reach out. We'll be there for you.